Markets are higher with the NASDAQ hitting another record high today. That's on strong earnings results from Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. The Dow's up 31 points, the NASDAQ higher by 36. Shares of Amazon hit a new intraday high. That's even though the online retailing giant reported a decline in earnings and light guidance, but revenue did surpass Wall Street expectations. American Airlines reporting its first quarter earnings nearly doubled, the carrier benefiting from lower fuel prices. Aerie Pharmaceuticals plunging nearly 60%. That's after its lead experimental drug to treat lower eye pressure in patients with glaucoma or ocular hypertension failed to show it was superior to commonly prescribed eye drops. Biogen is also lower, the company reporting weakening sales of its key oral MS drug, and orders for business equipment fell for a seventh straight month. Chris Maurer, CNBC.
Have you had trouble with online dating? This is eHarmony founder Dr. Neil Clark Warren. We've created a new solution, EH Plus. EH Plus combines the personal attention of a matchmaker with eHarmony's extensive pool of great singles. EH Plus gives you hand-selected matches and freedom from being online. Get started today. Call 855-930-LOVE. That's 855-930-LOVE.
With KudaSign, paperless e-signing is a no-brainer for any business that requires legally binding signatures fast. That's because KudaSign offers everything you should expect from an electronic signature solution for just $1 per month. KudaSign cuts document turnaround time as much as 90%, thanks in part to its #1 rated mobile app. And KudaSign's secure cloud stores documents for on-demand tracking and retrieval, saving you even more time and money. Don't think twice. Get KudaSign now for just $1 per month. Go to kudasign.com.
Well, good afternoon. It is 12:02. I'm Di Rice with the very latest in weather and traffic.
Do you have a broken window or rock chip on your vehicle that needs repair? Give us a call at HM Auto Glass, 951-858-5190. HM Auto Glass is your local.
Inland Empire weather looks like this. Cloudy and a chance of showers through Saturday. Highs tomorrow around 65. Supposed to climb up to about 67 this afternoon. Currently, we're only at 61. Overnight lows dropping down to the 50s. Looking at your drive out there in Yucaipa, there is stop and go on the eastbound 10 between Yucaipa and Live Canyon Road. And also in Ontario, stop and go traffic on the 15 northbound between Highway 60 and Harupa. And then in Colton, also on the 215 southbound between the 10 freeway and Mount Vernon Avenue. That's the latest with weather and traffic on the station that leaves no listener behind, KCAA 1050 AM.
Do you have a broken window or rock chip on your vehicle that needs repair? Give us a call at HM Auto Glass, 951-858-5190. HM Auto Glass is your locally owned and operated auto glass specialist, offering low cost and high quality auto glass repair and replacement. We also work with all major insurance companies and offer free mobile service. So call us, 951-858-5190. That number again is 951-858-5190.
This is KCAA.
KCAA proudly presents The Poor Man Show.
You were in rehab. I heard that you were in rehab.
Is this like an old radio rating trick or something?
If it is, it's not working.
It's time for
Radio Hidden Back.
Is there anybody in the Inland Empire who can call our show that's actually in the Inland Empire, where we broadcast to? Okay, we got somebody else. Hold on here. Let's get somebody else on here. Hello?
I think you need to get a little angry or frustrated like you did before. You don't have to do the dead air stick, but maybe come up with something different.
Test tubes of diarrhea everywhere, and that's the reason that we have not answered our phones. It smells like an outhouse in here.
Yeah, imagine something.
And if I can't run
this is our
show
radio
the
station,
right
and
way,
you will run it like a
I
professional.
can't hear anything in the room, by the way, because I can't hear you guys. I honestly can't. Do you have regular bowel movements?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And do you urinate properly?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now what's going to happen.
You really never know what's gonna happen. Here's the Poor Man.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't drink anything. I don't know.
Here's Trevor, the drunk.
Poor man, it's Trevor. Yeah, I've had a lot to drink tonight, but it's like Vince Daniels is talking to me, and I've been talking to Learman and Brett to Sacramento, and Todd has been on there. Everybody's angry at you. They're not angry at you. I think what's happening here, like Vince said, that Brett is a jilted lover. I mean, he loves you. Do you understand this? I mean, he feels like you got Casey Fallen to do the new page, and now he's lost his page. And then Vince Daniels said that you're his butt boy. Now, I kind of understand this, and then all of a sudden Brett went off the handle, and Todd and all these guys were laughing at Brett. But I think Brett actually is in love with you. I mean, I'm not sure if Brett's gay. I don't know. But Vince Daniels says that he called Brett your butt boy. But now, this might be true because we all agree. I mean, Todd does, and Dave does, and Casey's not going to chime in because he's kind of scared. But I think that Brett has some serious issues with being in love with you. I mean, look, you haven't been laid in 12 years. This might be your chance. I'm just thinking this could be it. I mean, it'd be you and Brett. I mean, this could be your one last chance to have romance with Brett. Boop, butt, good there. But have Mr. Announcer cut the last name out, but you can put in the U1 in there. Like, just kind of edit this. It's funny though. I mean, Brett is totally in love with you. So talk to you later. Bye.
All legal cases are different. Hiring the right lawyer can make all the difference in the outcome of your case. Whether it's a DUI, divorce, or family law, the law firm of Hanson, Gorey, and Bradford & Hanich has the solution. From misdemeanor to felony offenses, Hanson, Gorey, and Bradford & Hanich have more than 50 years of collective legal experience to win for you. Call right now to schedule a free no-obligation case consultation today. 951-687-6003, 951-687-6003, or see for yourself at hgblawyers.com. Do it now. The music of Casey Fallen. His second album, Atmospheric Disturbances. The powerful melodic energy that is Casey Fallen. On the college radio charts for months, Atmospheric Disturbances. Discover Casey Fallen. Buy the CD at Target stores and online at Amazon.com. Downloads available in the iTunes Store. Get more info at CaseyFallen.com. Have you ever wanted to bring the beauty of the ocean right into your home or office? Or already have an aquarium and just no time to clean it? Let Scuba Steve's Fish take care of that for you, specializing in new aquarium setups and maintenance. That's ScubaStevesFish.net, 714-600-2739. Check out the website at ScubaStevesFish.net. That's ScubaStevesFish.net. Get it? Fish.net? Serving Orange County and parts of the Inland Empire. There's nothing worse than a dirty aquarium. ScubaStevesFish.net. Looking for your big break in showbiz? Well, look no further than Jeff Olin Casting, because Jeff Olin wants to make you a star. Win your chance to be in a hit TV show or movie. All you have to do is be at least 18 and have a full body pic of yourself. Email that along with your phone number, city where you live, and your email address, and send it to castingcalljo@aol.com. You might win a walk-on or a background part in the movies. Remember, that email address again is castingcalljo@aol.com. Good luck, and we might see you in the movies. The bumper music you're listening to right now is provided by the 4019s. Go to their website, the4019s.com.
And this particular portion of the Poor Man Show is brought to you by nobody. Actually, it's brought to you by Javita Coffee. Did Linda and Trevor the Drunk really hook up with each other? Call Linda right now at Javita Coffee, 626-478-7923, or go to their website, myjavita.com/coffeeforlife315. We just thought we couldn't interrupt the whole intro. You know, this is a show where you never know what's going to happen. And the Trevor the Drunk thing, only on this show, on this talk show, unlike any other talk show anywhere in America, can you have the big controversy being two fan pages for the show are now like causing more controversy and more heartache than anything else going on in the world. And it just goes to show that, and Di, this is really funny because
it's hilarious.
You, of course, have participated in the Poor Man Show KCAA 1050 AM page on Facebook, right?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And all those guys do, it's just, as I understand it, it's just a major critique of me and the show. That's basically the purpose of the Poor Man Show KCAA 1050 AM page run by Brett from Sacramento.
But it's
right?
all out of love, so they say. It's all out of love.
Right, but you've been on that page out of love, and you've left that page out of not love.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
But for people that have never been there, it's basically a nonstop bashing of me, right, and the show.
That is correct.
Here, out of the strangest twist of fate, okay, I have to go on here every day and know that I'm being criticized. And basically, these guys that are in that group, they sit in that group. What, can you always go there any hour of the day or night, like 24/7?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So there's always somebody there criticizing somebody back and forth?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, they debate, and they debate that it sucked, but they debate upon why it sucked.
What's this show?
Different elements of the show, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
and how about me as a host? Am I the lead suckage?
No, it's just the content. They like different things, and they can't agree on it, and they fight over it, and it's just like, you know, it's a lot of drama. What I have decided is that, like, if I wanted to go on that page, I could just like alienate my girlfriends and even my gay friends, because there is so much drama there that I don't need to go anywhere else if I want drama.
Now Brett says that he's not a hater. He's the guy who set up the page.
I know, he's a lover.
Yeah, but yeah, I
a lover of hate.
Right, but in all honesty, straight up, is he a hater?
He says he's not. I think he means well, and I want to believe that Brett means well. And you know he's going to be calling in any minute.
Right,
and
but
we
here's
also
the funny thing, and before we get to Dave, what
and
has
Vince
happened
Daniels.
is...
Vince is on the phone, too.
What?
Vince is also on the phone.
Oh, Vince is on the phone. Okay, anybody who wants to comment on this, I mean, it's the most ridiculous topic, but this is the most ridiculous show. The phone number is 888-909-1050, 888-909-1050. Now, here's what's happened. And this is sort of the theme of the show, and it's let's just call today's show the sensitivity show. I'm very sensitive. Okay. What has happened is the group that constantly criticizes the show has now turned into criticizing each other, and they they are all taking it emotionally very hugely. People that are criticizing the show full time, 24/7, are now criticizing each other, and it's caused the whole page to basically cease to exist because they can't stay there anymore criticizing each other. Does that seem to be what's going on? And that's what Trevor was talking about.
That does seem to be what's going on.
Huh?
Yes, absolutely.
So that's what's happened. They're splintering apart, and Brett is upset because we have the other page. He's mad because he thinks I'm taking sides with Casey Fallon, who's running the page that's just Poor Man on Facebook.
Well,
but all these...
Yeah, but Casey doesn't criticize like that. He gives ideas, but he doesn't bash. And
right, so you can go to both pages.
Oh,
but
and
it's funny how the one page where they all criticize, they can't take any criticism at all against each other, can they?
True story. True story.
Right, and Brett is ready to sue.
Oh, no.
Anytime any criticism goes towards him, as I understand it. Allegedly, Brett. Allegedly.
Are you kidding? Oh, we got Brett on the line.
Okay, why don't we put them all on? Do we have Dave, Brett, and Vince together?
I think Vince might have disappeared,
Dave,
but maybe Vince, are you there? Hello.
Hello.
Who's
yeah?
on?
Who's this?
I'm Dave.
Okay.
Dave. Okay. Hey, Dave. Okay, we're gonna get you on, and then I think we should have a kumbaya here of everybody. Dave from Vegas, and then we've got apparently Vince Daniels, who's part of this hater group, and then Brett from Sacramento.
Well, it's not a hater group. I think it was constructive criticism, but I think Brett's out of control. And I don't think he's in love with you. I think he's an obsessed fan, almost like, remember the movie Talk Radio, or
yes,
the Robert De Niro film The Fan, or even King of Comedy, how, Rupert Pupkin. I mean, you've created...
Well, I saw Talk Radio, and the DJ eventually got shot and killed, and he got shot in the head and killed by a fan.
I'm afraid that as Trevor put it, Brett is acting like a jilted lover.
Right, but I promise you, he will not be a butt buddy with me.
No, I know that. I mean, the way he's acting. I mean, he posted something the other day. The last time I saw Brett, he came to Vegas for a gun show, so I know he's heavily armed. And I'm reading right now. This is his exact quote. He said, "Don't let my pretty face fool you.
Oh.
If somebody confronts me face to face, I am prepared to defend myself, and I am armed, fully locked and loaded."
Wow.
And Brett will not deny that because I have it right in front of me.
Right now, Dave. Let me just put the Dave. Let me put this in perspective. We are talking about a page on Facebook that listens to a radio show in the Inland Empire, and it's a closed group that has 107 people only. This is not like the page for like Lady Gaga.
True, Jim. But his actions, I received a notice from Facebook this morning, and here's what it says. And I'm not going to use his last name. I will refer to him as Brett from Sacramento. We have received a complaint from Brett from Sacramento, but it does use his last name, and you are temporarily blocked for 30 days from posting. You recently posted something that violates Facebook policies, so you are temporarily blocked for the next 30 days from using this feature. For more information, visit the help.
Right. I've gotten that. What have you been blocked from? What are you blocked from doing?
Well, first, 2 days ago, he blocked me from adding friends, but I'm only 3 people away from 5,000, so that really didn't affect me. But this morning, apparently, Trevor has a picture of me, him, and Todd. And last night, Brett from Sacramento, he had threatened to sue me. So
for what?
And for slander, defamation of character.
What did you do?
I had insulted his workers' comp lawyer. I guess he's got some court case.
Is this just all you guys just like typing little comments on this one page? It's all resulted in that?
Yeah, and putting his head on a cockroach, which none of us had anything to do with.
What? What was that?
No, that was on the Poor Man page. I know who did that. But but that was right. They put Brett's page on a cockroach.
I mean, it really sounded, and again, this morning I talked to you, and this affects my livelihood, being banned for 30 days from not posting on Facebook.
It sure does.
I'm going to the hospital. And
right, you're going to the hospital to have tumors removed, so that's just all you need.
I can't post on Facebook. Because Brett from Sacramento is upset because I said, "Where did you find your lawyer? The penny saver or the nifty nickel?" That's what he got upset at.
Excuse me, the nickel shopper.
Well, I called it. Look.
And we love the nickel shopper, by the way.
I think they're great. I think I am a big fan of the nickel shopper.
Wait a minute. Is Brett on the line right now?
Brett, are you there?
Hey, Zim. How you doing?
Is this Brett from Sacramento? You sound like you have a cold.
Sir. Yeah, can you hear me?
I'm really happy with you.
I love you.
When ICE recorded Cop Killer and NWA recorded F the Police, and George Zimmerman got a bad name, I'm looping you in with all those groups because the way you support all those groups, you are the epitome of a cyber bully.
Don't you guys think it's kind of weird that
you should be a poster child for cyber bullying? Because I'm a victim now.
Poor
I'm going to sue you, Dave.
Yeah. With what? The two nickels you got to rub together?
I just found a personal injury attorney in the nickel shopper, and I just talked to him.
Oh,
and
good. What's your slip and fall trying to call 888-909-1050? Did you slip and fall trying to find the phone?
Individually.
What's
for
that?
Putting these people on, I'm going to sue you, Di, for putting these people on the air.
Oh, you're going to get a class action lawsuit. Oh, my goodness.
I'm scared. It's okay.
If you put me and Jim Trenton's credit together, Jim, what do you think our credit would be? Credit rating 0.0?
Yeah, I think we could buy like that Swiss Miss milk chocolate you talked about for 19 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Zim, all I ever did...
hot chocolate, sorry.
Thank you, Brett.
Can you hear me, Jim?
Yes, I can. Brett, you don't sound like Brett, but I'll believe it's you. Go ahead.
All I ever cared about was getting good topical things for your show. How come you guys don't talk about Iraq and Iran on your show?
Poor Man is doing a show that is catering to the people. And maybe the people don't want to hear about Iran or Iraq.
Otherwise, they listen to the news.
Hear about the Brett,
I've always loved you, Jim.
Diane Sawyer
and the way
is
you
interviewing
treat
Bruce
me.
Jenner tonight.
You prefer Casey Fallon's website over mine.
Well, you know what? Maybe we need to get Casey on here, too.
What? Why? You pick his website over mine.
No, I didn't.
You borrowed me from your website, so
I did everything for you, Jim. Everything.
But Brett, let me ask you this, okay? And Dave also. You guys, I mean, the point of the whole thing before everybody couldn't get along was that people would constantly criticize. It was all about criticizing this radio show. But then when it came to criticizing each other, why is it you guys can't accept criticism?
Make it a great show.
Thank you. But it's interesting because, and we're going to talk next too about
Jim, you bitch. I love you.
Yeah, I love
was
you
just
too,
gonna
Brett.
ask
you know,
yeah.
just,
I think
getting that.
I won't say that. I think me and Jim have a love-hate thing.
Oh, we do.
But I have one thing that you don't have, Brett. I was on Jim's payroll for 9 years, So obviously I brought something to the table that you didn't, except your unconditional, dying affection for another man that Trevor might have alluded to, but I'm not going to go there. But
you guys, we got ding. We got to cut this short. But when we come back, we're going to talk about this is a sensitivity show. The sensitivity show. Sensitivity. We're going to be talking about how Adam Sandler infuriated Apaches, and that's going to be coming up next. Native Americans, I'm sorry. So we'll talk about that happening, I guess, on Wednesday. We got some sound on that. Then further along, we've got even more people being really ultra sensitive. The Avengers movie, there was some offending that people had to apologize as well. So that's what it is, the sensitivity show, and we will continue in a moment here.
Have you ever wanted to bring the beauty of the ocean right into your home or office? Or already have an aquarium and just no time to clean it? Let Scuba Steve's Fish take care of that for you, specializing in new aquarium setups and maintenance. That's ScubaStevesFish.net, 714-600-2739. Check out the website at ScubaStevesFish.net. That's ScubaStevesFish.net. Get it? Fish.net? Serving Orange County and parts of the Inland Empire. There's nothing worse than a dirty aquarium. ScubaStevesFish.net. Enjoy and sell the world's most perfect coffee. Javita invites you to sit down and enjoy a cup of their coffee with your family, friends, coworkers, and business contacts, and then share the Javita opportunity. Help spread the word about coffee that boosts your metabolism to speed up the body's fat-burning processes while helping you to maintain better focus. It's delicious and could earn you a steady income at the same time. Javita offers you a chance to make social marketing work for you. You'll be paid to drink and share coffee. How great is that? Call 626-478-7923. That's 626-478-7923. Or go to javita.com/coffee, the number 4, Life 315. Javita Coffee. With attorney Scott Schwartz, his clients always come first. If you've been injured on the job, he can help. They've been helping people throughout California for more than 50 years, doing it with integrity, and that has earned them an excellent reputation with peers, adversaries, and clients.
Scott did impeccable work on my case, and I would recommend him to friends and family.
He will help you obtain quality medical treatment while he fights for you. Don't face your injury alone. Scott has obtained millions of dollars for injured workers throughout the state. Those workers were able to focus on their recovery while attorney Scott Schwartz took care of the rest. Call right now for a free consultation, 800-550-1836. And remember, you don't pay unless he wins. Scott Schwartz is an aggressive workers' compensation attorney who will work for you. Call 800-550-1836 for an appointment. Get all that's coming to you. Call now so he can get started on your workers' comp case. 800-550-1836 or go to SoCalWorkComp.com. 800-550-1836. Hey everybody, Pat Matthews here. When I'm not doing the production of the new Poor Man Show here on KCAA 1050 AM, I'm programming my internet radio station, Beatles-orama. It's been my pleasure to keep the spirit of the Beatles alive for the past 13 plus years, hosting my morning show Monday through Friday and running the greatest tribute station on the web. So if you've never heard us, go to Beatlesorama.com and click on the player start button. And if you're already a listener, all of us here at Beatlesorama, thank you. Bumpers on the Poor Man Show are provided by Casey Fallen Music. Go to CaseyFallen.com.
And this version of this wonderful show is brought to you by Scott Schwartz, a workers' comp attorney. Attention, Inland Empire! If you need to recover from your job, if you've been injured on the job, if you've been insulted by your boss, any kind of thing involving your employment, call Scott Schwartz. It doesn't cost you a thing, even if he takes your case. His phone number is 818-350-2658. 818-350-2658, or you can go to SoCalWorkComp.com. So it's this sensitive show. So this Poor Man Facebook page that these guys created is splintering. We haven't heard from Brett from Sacramento, so he probably is.
Not really. We heard from an actor from Las Vegas.
How do you know?
Well, it didn't sound like Brett to me.
Okay, but how do you know it was an actor?
Well, I don't know.
Spit it out.
How do I know? All right, Dave, your acting skills need a little bit of work.
Dave?
Oh, no, not Dave. Vince. I'm sorry. But Vince, I don't think he knows what he sounds like.
I really want to get Brett from Sacramento, the real Brett from Sacramento, on here to debate these guys.
I do have his number. Should we call him?
No. He knows ours.
Okay. He's probably sleeping.
But anyway, now what gets me is everybody is so sensitive to criticism these days in every walk of our life. Like you can't say anything about anything anymore because
you're going to get sued.
Right. In my own case, did you ever see what happened with my Facebook post about the death of Scott Mason, a guy who I used to work with at K-Rock? Did you see that earlier this week?
I saw something, and it was somebody else who had mentioned it, but I didn't see that actual post. I was scrolling down. I was actually looking for it.
Oh, you can't miss it. There were hundreds of comments.
Really?
And so many people were saying that I desecrated his death, which I never criticized him one bit, but he died on Sunday, and K-Rock never even mentioned for 14 hours officially on either their website, their Twitter, or their Facebook that he had died. And meantime, it was being announced by other news media. And the reason I got involved in it was people were contacting me saying, do you have any comments on this guy dying?
You worked with
the guy. And I said, it's I'm really sorry to hear that. I had worked with him. We weren't close friends or anything, but I didn't say anything derogatory. But then I thought, well, why wasn't K-Rock the first to announce this? Mm-hmm. And it so happened Coachella was going on. And because, in my opinion, because Coachella was going on and involved a chief engineer of a radio station who was on the air part-time for years and also was the vice president of engineering of the whole LA CBS station group, they thought they didn't want to interrupt. This is my feeling. They didn't want to interrupt their Coachella coverage to announce a death because it would be a buzzkill.
Right.
And there were 10 sponsors, as I told you earlier in the week about that die, like Heineken and everybody else, who were involved, and that was my theory. Mm-hmm. And it had nothing to do with Scott's death. I just said I think that's why they didn't announce it till 14 hours later or 18 hours later. So the next thing you know, I'm being insulted that I'm desecrating the memory of somebody. It's all me. It's not the corporation. And then even a guy, Mike Stark, who's a friend of mine on Facebook, who's got like a small podcast he does that he thinks is big. He comes back and he says, hey, man, nobody knows who Scott Mason is. Why should they make any announcement on their Twitter or Facebook or website? Is that incredible or what?
Wow,
Nobody knows who he is. Okay, he worked at the station for 35 years. So he's a nobody. He's the vice president of engineering. He's been on the air. He helped make the station. But we wouldn't want to, he goes, none of the listeners care who he is. Is it really going to make the listeners all go away to say somebody died? And I mean, I think that's a weak argument. I don't know how you feel about that, Di, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, well,
So anyway, the point is, now I'm desecrating the dead. And everybody who I've ever known, it was hammering me for it. So that's what happened with me. It's just, when will this end?
Yeah.
Yesterday, we see trending on Twitter, Adam Sandler's movie, The Magnificent Six, or something like that. I can't remember the exact name. It's, let's see here. Native actors walk off set of Adam Sandler movie after insult to women and elders. It's a movie called The Ridiculous Six, and they had actual Indians that were Native American Indian actors on an Adam Sandler movie. So do you have the sound to this? Because it will explain it. And again, it's a sensitivity thing. I mean, what can you say in 2015? Can you say anything anymore?
Yeah.
So let's listen to this. Here's what happened with Adam Sandler's movie. It's trending worldwide. Native Americans walked off his set. And here's a little info on that.
The actor's protest garnered lots of attention on social media, and they're also getting a lot of support from people visiting for the Gathering of Nations.
It's bullying on another level.
Lauren Anthony is one of nearly a dozen actors who walked off Adam Sandler's Ridiculous 6 movie set yesterday filming in northern New Mexico.
I didn't feel like it was right, so it compelled me, to stand up and say something about it.
He and other Native Americans were hired as extras to represent the Apache tribe. They say a cultural advisor was on set to make sure their role was sensitive to natives.
They made it sound like the Native Americans were going to be respected.
But the actors say that's not what happened.
A comedy is meant for everyone to be able to laugh. When the laughter is at the expense of someone, that is not comedy, that is insult.
They say women in the movie had names like Beaver's Breath and Where's No Bra. They say one scene had an Apache woman squatting and urinating while smoking a peace pipe.
Degrading women, because, as a Native American person, we hold our women very sacred.
When some voiced concerns, they say producers told them, quote, "If you guys are so sensitive, you should leave." So they did. The actors' protest has garnered national attention. They're also getting a lot of support from locals.
Power to the people, you know what I mean? They should walk out.
I don't know of any place or anything that says it's okay to make fun of races.
The actors say leaving the big production was a tough call, but they stand by their decision.
We're not going to tolerate the disrespect in any industry.
People just don't have a sense of humor anymore, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and apparently the advisor to the Native American Indians, the advisor for the magnificent, what is it called? The something six.
Ridiculous Six.
The Ridiculous Six. The Indian advisor, he walked off first and just deserted the extras because he was upset. And so all of a sudden they were there to fend for themselves, and then they ended up walking off the set. And listen, I'm not defending Adam Sandler here, but in this case, I mean, what do they expect? In a certain sense, I am. It's an Adam Sandler movie. I mean, this is not the Return of the Mohicans with Daniel Day-Lewis. Well, I mean, when you go to an Adam Sandler movie, I can't see what, they said they treat the Indians with respect, and it's.
People have just lost their sense of humor. That's all there is to it. What do comedians do? They make fun of people. They make fun of different races. That doesn't mean that it's always true, but in some cases, or in most cases, it typically is true, or it's a stereotype that we've grown accustomed to.
Right.
And might have had more validity way back when, but not so much now. But we can laugh at it. And that's the problem with people is that they can't laugh at their cultures.
Well, I'm sure if you were an Apache or from any Indian tribe, if you saw a movie where they were calling you Beaver's Breath and Wear No Bra, and squatting, urinating, if you were in the tribe, it would probably be not very.
No, I would laugh. I would laugh when people pick on me personally. It's love. I'm sorry. That's how I look at it.
I bet you if I really tried, I could really upset you. But I mean, anybody can upset anybody. The thing is where do we draw the line? Like we started out today with a group of people who criticize. The whole point of the group is to criticize. It happens to be my show. Mm-hmm. Then when they barely criticize each other, there's lawsuits. It's almost like it's sort of hypocritical. But then you move on, and the Indians walk off Adam Sandler's movie. It's a stupid movie, is what it is.
As all his movies are.
Right, and by the way, the people are getting paid to be on it. I know I'm probably not taking the popular viewpoint, and neither are you, Di. But what's going to eventually happen, and we've got another story coming up involving the Avengers movie, where something similar happened. What's eventually going to happen is people are not going to ever be able to say anything about anything.
Right.
Because there's always somebody who's going to be offended about something. Mm-hmm. Like, I honestly think, talking about Brett from Sacramento, he's probably so angry right now because he's upset. I mean, this is serious. He's actually upset. So today on the show, we're kind of poking fun of it a little bit, not to be demeaning to him. Just like he says his group is not a hater. It's not hater. He's not a hater to me, but on his page, it's just nonstop hating. I mean, nonstop critics.
Well, that's how we see it. And that's
Right.
our choice too, I
Right,
suppose.
but see, depending on the position people are in, that defines whether or not you think it's hatred or you think people should just get over it. And at some point, we all need to get over something. I mean, I think at some point we all need to somehow be able to accept criticism, just so otherwise we can't talk to anybody ever again, right?
That's true. Very true.
So I'll tell you what, when we come back, we'll tell you the story about the Avengers movie and the press junket that got Jeremy Renner and Chris Evans into big trouble, and they had to apologize. That's coming up next here on The Poor Man Show.
As heard on Little Steven's Underground Garage, it's the straight-ahead rock of LA's own, the 4019. Rock and roll like it was meant to be played. Get the music at the4019s.com. Spell it, the4019s.com. See them live Saturday, May 2nd, along with Billy Bob Thornton's Boxmasters at Monte de Oro Winery in Temecula. Go to the4019s.com and have yourself one hell of a good time.
Have a good time.
Enjoy and sell the world's most perfect coffee. Javita invites you to sit down and enjoy a cup of their coffee with your family, friends, coworkers, and business contacts, and then share the Javita opportunity. Help spread the word about coffee that boosts your metabolism to speed up the body's fat-burning processes while helping you to maintain better focus. It's delicious and could earn you a steady income at the same time. Javita offers you a chance to make social marketing work for you. You'll be paid to drink and share coffee. How great is that? Call 626-478-7923. That's 626-478-7923. Or go to javita.com/coffee, the number 4, Life 315. Javita Coffee. All legal cases are different. Hiring the right lawyer can make all the difference in the outcome of your case, whether it's a DUI, divorce, or family law. The law firm of Hanson, Gorey, and Bradford & Hanich has the solution. From misdemeanor to felony offenses, Hanson, Gorey, and Bradford & Hanich have more than 50 years of collective legal experience to win for you. Call right now to schedule a free no-obligation case consultation today. 951-687-6003, 951-687-6003, or see for yourself at hgblawyers.com. Do it now.
I'm Scott Schwartz, and with me, my clients always come first. If you've been injured on the job, I can help. The Schwartz family has been representing injured workers throughout the state of California for more than 50 years. We do it with integrity, and that has earned us an excellent reputation among peers, adversaries, and our clients. Call me at 800-550-1836 for a free consultation. The insurance company doesn't have your best interest in mind. I do, and you don't pay unless we win. Call now so we can get started on your workers' comp claim. 800-550-1836. You don't pay unless we win.
The bumper music you're listening to right now is provided by the 4019s. Go to their website, the4019s.com.
And we are back here. This portion of the Poor Man Show is brought to you by Scuba Steve. Scuba Steve will clean any aquarium in Southern California. Any aquarium. Big, small, filthy, bacteria-laden. Keep your fish alive. Go to scubastevesfish.net or call him at 714-600-2739. And Scuba Steve will be on the show for the first time ever Monday. That should be an exciting moment in the history of the Poor Man Radio Show. So today we're talking about sensitivity. I'm so sensitive. It's in a way, it's kind of a serious topic because people have got to be really careful about what they say these days. Mm-hmm. You put out a tweet. We've seen thousands of cases of people saying something on Twitter, having to apologize. We've talked about the story of Britt McHenry, the ESPN reporter, who had her car towed. She was upset, made some comments about how fat the towing attendant was when she was getting her car back. Now she's been suspended. People are just... we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all have good days. We all have bad days. The next situation, this is really absolutely insane, involves the new Avengers movie. Now, Robert Downey Jr.'s in it, and he walked out of an interview because it got personal about his past drug problems and family life. That's not what this is about. This is about a video interview with Digital Spy that was done by co-stars Chris Evans and Jeremy Renner. and how fans had shipped, or I guess had decided that Black Widow, whether who is played by Scarlett Johansson, as I understand, I've seen the first Avenger, I just don't know who starred in what, was whether or not she was going to be with Hawkeye or Captain America. I know Captain America is played by Chris Evans. I'm not sure who Jeremy Renner plays. Maybe he's Hawkeye. But anyway, the point is that they wanted to know what love interest Scarlett Johansson would have in the next Avengers movie called Avengers Age of Ultron. So they're doing the press junket, and this was yesterday. All of a sudden, that's trending on Twitter. The actors have to apologize. Here's more about that. You got the sound on this one, Di?
Yep, sure do. All right, here we go.
Serious questions to start with about shipping, because I know a lot of fans were actually pretty invested in the idea of Natasha with actually either or both of you guys, and now obviously she's with Bruce. What do you guys make of that?
She's a slut. I was going to say something along that line. It's a complete whore. Trick, man.
Whatever movie it is, she'll just be the sidekick. She'll be flirting away.
That's right. Just flirt with everybody.
She has a prosthetic leg anyway.
Leading everybody on.
That's right.
Okay, does that sound bad to you, Di?
I think it's funny. I mean, she's acting as the character. They're not talking about Scarlett Johansson directly.
And actually, it's not Scarlett Johansson. It's the other co-star, Natalie, who I don't recall her last name. She's not as famous as Scarlett Johansson, but she's the Black Widow in this movie. Okay. Anyway, even though Renner and Evans were clearly joking, the derogatory words used to describe Black Widow immediately created a stir online in social media. The comments have quickly gone viral and have been picked up on a number of major news sites.
And I don't understand why people
get
so
here's an update. Both Chris Evans and Jeremy Renner have issued statements apologizing for their Black Widow remarks during the interview. So they were basically calling a character in a movie a slut. They weren't calling the actress. They were calling the Black Widow a slut.
And it's, I don't know anything about the movie. I haven't seen an animated
Well, it's
movie.
not out yet. They were doing the press junket. It's not even out.
But it's an animated movie, right? Or no?
No. It's
okay.
You are so miss pop culture.
I know. Sorry.
If you do know something, that means it's got to be really big.
Yeah.
No, but that's all right. Listen, there's a lot of things I don't know and still don't know, so I'm just playing with you. But yeah, so the point is that they make a comment and call a character. It's an actual movie. He plays Captain America, and then Robert Downey Jr. is a superstar, and it's based on a Marvel comic strip, which I don't know that much about it. I saw the first one. Mm-hmm. But so anyway, so they're commenting about the character. Yes, it's played by a human, but it's the character. They didn't say Scarlett Johansson's a slut.
Right. Yeah.
And now they had to issue apologies. So
we have a call. Should we? Let's say.
Yeah, if anybody wants to call and comment on this, and by the way, you can go ahead and insult me all you want, anybody. I mean, I'm beyond that point. The number is 888-909-1050, 888-909-1050, especially if you're driving around the Inland Empire and you're listening to the show. Would love to hear from you. 888-909-1050 is the number here. And if we don't get some calls, we or you can text me. Go ahead and talk, Di. Is anybody calling in?
I have them on the line, but I have a feeling that they hung up.
No, I'm here.
Oh, great.
Hi, who's this?
Who is this? Hi, this is Steve from Redland.
Hi, Steve.
Steve, how are you? You called us the other day, right?
No.
Your first time. Wait a minute, Steve. Give him a round of applause. The first-time caller of the Poorman Show.
You know what? I did call a couple weeks ago, and I won tickets to the
Oh, that's right. Oh, and he's the one who texted us yesterday. About refresh me, Steve. It was about it was the Margie thing about what would you do if
Margie.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, how did you find out about the show in the first place, Steve?
Just social media, actually.
Cool. So see, social media is good for some things.
It is.
Someone.
Someone. Hey, I had just a comment about the Avengers and all the Marvel movies. It seems like it's just they're saturating the whole film industry.
Oh, on an aside, so too many of them. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. And it's like I used to look forward to, especially the Iron Man movies, but now it's just so commercialized. Yeah, it's just it's not exciting anymore.
But you know what's interesting though? They're still making hundreds of millions of dollars. So we say that, but people are going to see them, and as long as they go to see them, they'll keep making them. I guess. I wonder why people keep going to them. Because I feel like you do.
Well, yeah, I mean, but not me.
I think they like to critique them.
Yeah.
I do.
Kind of going aside from the movies, it's just like my wife said, "Hey, how would you like for me to get you that pay-per-view for the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight?" I said, you know what? All I want is for Pacquiao to knock Mayweather's head off, but I don't want to buy and pay money to go towards Mayweather's purse because he's an idiot. I just don't like him.
To order that fight, it's $100. If you have HD, if you still have standard definition, it's $89 to order one fight. But you're going to hate me now, Steve. You can join the haters. Go over to the Poor Man Show KCAA. Brett has kicked out a bunch of people, so he'd be glad to take you in. The Poor Man Show KCAA, 1050 a.m. Anyway, you're going to hate me for this. I really want Mayweather to win.
Oh, man.
I'm a Mayweather guy.
We're trying to keep our listeners, Poor Man.
Yeah. Hey, listen, a lot of people are supporting Mayweather, though. You'd be surprised. He's got a lot of supporters.
Yeah, even with that comment, I'm not going to join the haters group. I think you're doing a great job so far. So anyway, that's I just one really quick comment is you've heard of the Comic-Con events over in San Diego?
Yeah, that's big time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've even heard of that.
I'll bet the social media blow up is mostly these fanatic comic people who, it's like I attended this past year, and all of these cosplay people who are people who dress up like their favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they go all out. If you say something wrong about any of the characters, some people just really take it personally, and they attack.
Well, it's what's funny, Steve. It's even like in radio, like the people that and we're not picking on Brett either. I want you to know Brett's a nice guy.
He is.
And basically we're just trying to backpedal right now so he won't get sued. But I'm just kidding. He's a good guy. He really is. And I talk to him. But people get caught up even in the radio show. You wouldn't even believe it. Like if I take a day off, I get people angry at me for not doing the show live. And their days, how everybody feels that way about their job.
Well, and we run all kinds of shows here, and you would not believe how many are repeats. But people don't go on and bash these business guys.
No, but people get into like you said, with the cartoon characters, they get into any kind of entertainment to a point of, that's why I guess it's called fan or fanaticism. And my brain just went dead. Help me, Di.
Well, they get into it so much that they start believing that is actually who they are. And oh my gosh, it's 2:53.
Hey, the first comment we have from the Poor Man page, which has been an absolute utter disaster as far as comments, is from Rocky, who is actually the administrator today because Casey is tending to his very sick girlfriend, who we hope gets better fast, Lillian.
Yeah.
But she goes, Poor Man likes Mayweather because they both have millions of haters.
So, yeah, you guys can relate to each other. That's funny.
Right. I've also got to say hi to Veronica Sorrow, who I guess is listening to the show for the first time. Oh. How are you, Veronica?
Thank you, Veronica.
And you guys can also, listen, if anybody else wants to call in, 888-909-1050 is the number, or you can text me at my cell phone, 949-870-6155. We got one more piece of sound that we were going to run. You know that woman who called the KCAA page?
The woman who called the KCAA page.
I mean, not the KCAA page. See, on Fridays are tough. I'm disintegrating. The woman who called the KCAA phone line and left a message.
The listener. Yeah, do you want
the
me to
listener
play that?
lines? Thank you.
Yeah.
You can comment on this too, Steve. Okay, here's another degree of sensitivity. Excuse me. Here's another degree of sensitiveness that
That's almost
portrayed
scary.
to us. You know, I can't say it right with the headphones on.
Is that what it is?
Extremely sensitive. Okay, here's what she has to say about me talking about Scott Mason and death. So let's listen to this, or should we take a break and listen to it?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Or should we take a break and play it when we get back, or play it now? Either one.
Let's get
now?
the break. Let's get the break out of the way, and then we got another caller coming in.
Okay, all right. Let's take a break, our last break, and Steve, you're the man. I hope you call in a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, Pat Matthews here. When I'm not doing the production of the new Poor Man Show here on KCAA 1050 AM, I'm programming my internet radio station, Beatlesarama. It's been my pleasure to keep the spirit of the Beatles alive for the past 13 plus years, hosting my morning show Monday through Friday and running the greatest tribute station on the web. So if you've never heard us, go to Beatlesarama.com and click on the Player Start button. And if you're already a listener, all of us here at Beatlesarama, thank you. Razor Rooter Plumbing is your fast, affordable plumbing service in Southern California. If your drains need fixing, give them a call. They tackle the toughest drain jobs every day. They do sewer repair and full sewer replacement and give better deals than the other guys, sometimes up to 2/3 off. Call 626-377-4556 for all your plumbing problems, or go online to cheapplumbingservice.com. They're on call around the clock, so call 626-377-4556. That's 626-377-4556. Razor Rooter Plumbing.
Injured at your job? Abused by your boss? Fired? My radio show sponsor, workers' comp attorney Scott Schwartz, will help at no cost. Go to his website, SoCalWorkComp.com, or give him a call, 818-350-2658. He doesn't charge you anything unless he makes a recovery. Hey, everybody. I have some very exciting news. We do something extremely cool on the show every Thursday. We bring on longtime Hollywood casting director Jeff Olin, who has put people in background roles in movies and TV shows, everything from Pulp Fiction to Grey's Anatomy. He comes on this show and tells us what roles are available, and he wants to put you, my listeners, in his movies and television shows. All you have to do is send him an email if you want to get in a movie or a TV show with pay. The email address is castingcalljo@aol.com. Include a selfie and your phone number, and then tune in Thursday to see if Jeff puts you in the movies.
Bumpers on the Poor Man Show are provided by Casey Fallon Music. Go to CaseyFallon.com.
Okay, Poor Man, you might want to say something right now, because here's the problem.
What's the problem?
Well, nothing really. It's just that I can't play that without shutting off Casey. Here we go.
I just wanted to let you guys know I really enjoy the Beatles-Arama show, and you need to get Poor Man off this station. It's giving you all a filthy, disgusting name, and I'm not going to listen anymore. You just lost a listener for your other shows. Just let you know. I'm sure there's many more like me after he disparaged Scott Mason in death. Bye.
But Poor Man, the good news is that for every listener that we lose, we probably gain about 2, right, Veronica?
That's right.
Veronica, thanks for calling. Hey, by the way, never disparage Scott Mason. That's the thing.
I'm listening to you guys. You didn't. I mean, the thing is, Poor Man, I was listening to you when I was a kid back in the 80s on KROC, man. I understand that.
Don't say the 80s.
It's humor, man. It's humor. People don't have a sense of humor.
Thank you. But do you get the whole point? Nobody can laugh at anything anymore, right?
No, you can't. You just can't. I love Adam Sandler movies. They're stupid, but there's a reason for that. And Poor man, I mean, I understand your sense of humor. It's stupid, but that's the fucking point. Oh,
all right. We got to say goodbye, guys.
Can't say the F-bomb, but Veronica's great. Okay, we're done with the show because we got to get the next show on. And also, I just want to state for the record, I never said anything bad about Scott Mason in any post ever. So I don't know where you guys got that. We'll see you Monday. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great weekend. And
bye, Veronica.
Bye.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
I'm Chris Maurer, CNBC Business Radio. The markets are higher with the NASDAQ hitting another record high today. That's on strong earnings results from Google, Amazon, and Microsoft. The Dow's up 31 points, the NASDAQ higher by 36. Shares of Amazon hit a new intraday high. That's even though the online retailing giant reported a decline in earnings and light guidance, but revenue did surpass Wall Street expectations. American Airlines reporting its first quarter earnings nearly doubled, the carrier benefiting from lower fuel prices. Aerie Pharmaceuticals plunging nearly 60%. That's after its lead experimental drug to treat lower eye pressure in patients with glaucoma or ocular hypertension failed to show it was superior to commonly prescribed eye drops. Biogen is also lower, the company reporting weakening sales of its key oral MS drug, and orders for business equipment fell for a seventh straight month. Chris Maurer, CNBC.
Have you had trouble with online dating? This is eHarmony founder Dr. Neil Clark Warren. We've created a new solution, EH+. EH Plus combines the personal attention of a matchmaker with eHarmony's extensive pool of great singles. EH Plus gives you hand-selected matches and freedom from being online. Get started today. Call 855-930-LOVE. That's 855-930-LOVE.
With KudaSign, paperless e-signing is a no-brainer for any business that requires legally binding signatures fast. That's because KudaSign offers everything you should expect from an electronic signature solution for just $1 per month. KudaSign cuts document turnaround time as much as 90%, thanks in part to its #1 rated mobile app. And KudaSign's secure cloud stores documents for on-demand tracking and retrieval, saving you even more time and money. Don't think twice. Get KudaSign now for just $1 per month. Go to kudasign.com.
Good afternoon. It is 3:02. I'm Di Rice with the very latest in live local news here on KCAA 1050 AM. The city of Beaumont is fully cooperating in a public corruption investigation that involves the city and their contractor, Urban Logic Consultants. Urban Logic has provided engineering, planning, and economic development services to the city for the last 20 years. The Civic Center was shut down Wednesday as the DA and the FBI served search warrants and drug out possible evidence such as computers, files, and other sources. In Hemet, a cab driver handed cash over to a robber yesterday afternoon. The robber threatened the cab driver